Hey, all you free people. I can't wait to get off this stage and come out and hang out with you for the rest of the day. We have some really fun stuff going on in our tent back there, so come back and see us. But first, I have a message for you. I'm so thrilled to have the opportunity to be able to speak with you today. So first, I have a question. How many of you woke up today knowing that you are free? How many of you woke up today knowing that your freedom doesn't come from a government or from an executive or from any outside source, but that you are free simply because you have the divine right as a human being to govern your own body and your own home? If that's you, then you have what the world needs. You have the only thing that can break the chains of government tyranny, and that is a power that comes from within and not from without, that cannot be taken from you. It's that power that we need to emanate everywhere we go. It's the few but brave people who get out there and help others see what bravery looks like and make them brave. So my first point I want to make for you today is stay brave. Every day when you wake up, you need to make an effort to know that you are going to hold on to your freedom, that no one can take it from you, lest the devil himself wrestle it out of your hands. So stay brave. My next question for you is, how many of you have loved ones or neighbors, friends, maybe even close family who's still living under the grip of fear? Anybody? Yep. People you care about have fallen victim to this grip of fear. And we can't be surprised that so many of our brothers and sisters in humanity have fallen prey, fallen victim to what has been the most calculated, coordinated, well-funded, and psychologically advanced propaganda campaign ever perpetrated on humans. For whatever reason, we were spared. Maybe we had wisdom, maybe we had discernment, maybe we had information or a community that alerted us to the danger. But whatever it was, by the grace of God alone, we made it out. And now those of us who have this power, have this freedom, we need to set free all of those who are still in bondage to the fear of death. And we can't fight fear with more fear. We can't trade fear of a disease for fear of a vaccine. And we can't fight fear with anger, because fear and anger are best friends. They feed each other. The only way we are going to collectively, as a society, rise up and resist government tyranny is when we give grace to those who are the weak and the wounded among us. And we give them grace as they start to come out of this cloud of fear. And we can shepherd them back into freedom because we never lost it. So my second point is give grace, because it's only by the grace of God that we are not them. So stay brave, give grace. The next question I have, and you might need to ask yourself this over and over, day after day, is, how long can you stand in this fight? How long are you willing to stand on the front lines and take the hits? It's been a year. The pressure is on. The pressure is not only from the government, but the pressure is from all sides, from all aspects of society around us, crushing in. How long can you stand it? Well, I'll tell you what, PCIC has been holding the line on vaccine choice in Pennsylvania since 2015. And I thank God that he put us in a position in Harrisburg to meet legislators, to educate legislators, and to shine a light on the dark side of the vaccine industry and the criminal activity pushing it. For 5 years, we laid that groundwork so that when the medical takeover of 2020 hit, they weren't blindsided. They knew there was a little more to this safe and effective marketing campaign behind vaccines, and they were willing to look a little deeper. But the downside is the pharmaceutical industry doesn't need the government in order to accomplish its goals. As a matter of fact, most of America is already under medical bondage. For decades, the pharmaceutical industry and medical industrial complex have been building a prison around us. And they're at the final stage where once we lose the choice to decide what goes into our bodies and the bodies of our children, the locks are on. There's no getting out. That is the last stand for freedom. And we must hold the line. I say they've been putting us in bondage for decades because, listen, from conception to death, you are told over and over that you need a doctor and you need medicine in order to have health. That your children need a doctor to keep them healthy. That you don't have what it takes to make medical decisions. That you need an expert. And if you don't listen to your expert, you're negligent. That is the propaganda and the philosophy that has taken America into the hands of a pharmaceutical tyranny. So even though I'm so grateful that we have legislators here in Pennsylvania that are willing to stand up against medical tyranny in a way they never would have before this pandemic, that this issue that used to be swept under the rug is now front and center. And I am so grateful that we still have a majority of legislators here in Pennsylvania to protect our families and our freedom. Even when these masks go away, even when these passports are shut down, it doesn't stop. It never ends. Since 2015, there has never been a legislative session. There has never been an opportunity for us to sit back on our haunches and say, we're going to take it easy because the pharmaceutical industry is taking a month off. They never stop. They have $1 trillion reason for perpetrating their agenda, and they will not quit. So it's going to take not only a seasonal dedication to getting masks off, a seasonal dedication to stopping this COVID mandates. It's going to take a lifestyle of dedication to freedom and family in order for us together to resist medical slavery, because that is what's next. We are only by a hair's breadth away from complete slavery to a medical system, and they will forever use public schools, children's activities, and public health crises as a reason to push in and squeeze our freedoms out of us. We have to hold the line now and for generations. And there is strength in numbers. So I implore you, if you want to see future generations that can thrive, that can make their own medical decisions, that can be free from having poisons forced upon them, join us in this mission. Lock arms with PCIC in this mission to hold the line and make a wall of defense for our families that will not be impregnated. We must make a defense that can stand firm for now and for future generations. So my final point is stand firm. Be brave. Stay brave. Give grace. And stand firm. Do not be moved, because there is no negotiating with evil. There is no middle ground where righteousness and evil can coexist, because where there is light, there cannot be darkness. Keep being the light, join in the mission, and stand together for freedom. Thank you.